Welcome to Landria on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. Went from 80 degrees to 40 degrees. What's up with that? Okay, so let's talk today about something you may not be doing that is very effective in manifesting some amazing things. When we manifest, it's 24/7, it's all the time. It's not, I'm going to manifest, when I focus on the 3-second manifesting on that thing. It is, you're manifesting at all times. This is why the 3-second advanced manifesting without law of attraction is basically saying, boom, giving and receiving. What are you putting out there is what you're receiving immediately. There's nothing you attract, or there's no delay. You are receiving that vibe, that frequency immediately. And from that, things will happen, come to you or not come to you according to what you're putting out there. All right, you're going to be receiving. You're receiving that frequency immediately. You're resonating with it. Boom, you're in it. So you want to be very aware at all times and say, what I'm putting out into this planet, into the collective consciousness, all of it counts. It all contributes to my reality, what I'm manifesting. So if I'm making nasty comments to people that absolutely, spewing anger on other people, you're really spewing anger on yourself. That's not good. It's not healthy, and that causes illness and all kinds of other stuff. A lot of people don't spew it. They just internalize it, feeling bad, not feeling good about themselves. I'm sorry, but you are just off the charts amazing. Why would you think anything negative about yourself, no matter what's happening in your life? It's not about you. It's about them spewing their stuff. And we're here to change that and to be a different response than what our collective history has been on this planet, particularly on this planet, because we're here about this planet, right? So something that I just did recently that I haven't done in a while because I haven't really needed to, needed to, it was to write in my journal. So I have a beautiful journal. I got this in Camden, in London, at the markets, and I spent a lot of time standing in this amazing store, very spiritual store, and this is handmade, and I chose this, and it just really spoke to me. And I chose one for another friend of mine that was actually beautiful, but I realized this was mine. I don't know why, but it has, the handmade paper inside. It's amazing. Now, it is leather, and I am now going away from all of that, but at the time I chose leather. And it's hand tooled. So it has an energy to it. The reason I'm bringing this up is it has an energy. Now, if you take my e-course, Breakthrough Fear, I don't supply some downloads and all this other stuff that, questionnaires, and I could have done that. I actually started that, and I thought, no, I want people to sit and think about these questions and then write them, because it's going to create an energy. So I have you create your own journal. You choose one. Now I'm going to supply those. Hopefully at some point you're going to get this, and that e-course you'll be able to purchase one with a logo on it that's really beautiful, but the content is going to be yours. The questions and everything will be in there, but the content is yours. You have to write that. That is energy. And it forces you to really think about things and write, because when you write, you don't want to be like, changing it all the time, right? So you're going to think through it more. Of course, everything changes, so that's not an issue, but it really puts an energy in. So today we're going to talk about exactly that, and that is, do you have a journal? Do you have even a cool notebook or something? Choose something really cool if you don't already have one. I know a lot of you do journal, which is great, but what are you putting in that journal? So the journal is really what you are. I put right in the beginning, I am abundant, a gift to this planet. I serve. And I say all these things. I am, raising the frequency of the planet. I am, and I name all these things: kind, giving, you know, abundant, all these things for myself and others. You know, don't be afraid. It's okay. It's okay if you have stuff. It's okay. You know, there's a balance to everything. So what happened recently is, of course, you know, I'm constantly working on things. I'm an action person because cause and effect, the cause is the thoughts, the beliefs, the actions that you take that create effects. And inaction creates an effect too. So if you're not acting upon something that you desire, it's not going to happen. Well, the cause is the inaction. So people don't want to, you know, they don't want to do anything. Well, this is a part of your journey and your evolution. Your spiritual evolution is to go through these things. Not because, you know, I have to do certain things to get the money or get the job or get the relationship. It's because you're learning about yourself and you're evolving along that journey. You know, if I want that relationship, who do I have to be? Is there something about myself now that I don't desire to get that kind of a person that I do desire? What are they like? Well, maybe I need to work on myself. Need, in a good with the N word. I use the N word in a positive way. I need to work on myself to become that person who's on that frequency. And so we evolve and we learn how to connect to those frequencies to create that reality that we want. And that's your journey. So don't miss that. Do I want a lucrative business? You guys, you know, you want to scratch the lottery ticket off? Good luck. In the meantime, while you're not winning the lottery, you could have launched a business or done any number of things to start to create income. And so in a few years, you know, when you haven't won the lottery, you could have a, you know, very lucrative business. And so that's the reality. People want the quick fix. There's no quick fix to anything. Because if you're not learning along the way, getting there is going to absolutely be a total mismatch with your frequency. So this is why business owners and successful people in the money world, I should say, you know, in the abundant world, not necessarily on high frequencies, but let's say you want certain things, you desire certain things, abundance in that. You know, are you willing to do what it takes on this linear planet, this dense planet, to do that? Because along the way you will become a new person. You will, you know, you will have the F word. You know, we don't use the F word, failure, right? We expand. Instead, we say, okay, I'm not afraid of expansion. And then you open up and you keep going into all these spaces where you learn about yourself, but you become better. You learn what doesn't work. And then you become this abundant, amazing person on a high frequency that is doing all the right things for yourself and for others. What's right things? There's no mistakes. You can't make mistakes. So I hesitate to use that word. But, you know, things that feel positive. Why? Because it was that journey. You became a new person. You learned. You got out of the negativity. You got out of the patterns and broke all the limits that were keeping you back. That doesn't happen with a lottery scratch. Or, you know, I'm going to go do this internet business and make money in the first few weeks. It's not real. That's not real. That's why people make a ton of money selling that stuff. They sell dreams, false dreams on people who don't want to do the work. And guess who's making the money? They are. These people wonder why they're not doing well, because they don't want to realistically look at, this is a journey. I'm going to become a completely new person. I'm going to be the successful entrepreneur. I'm going to be the loving, giving person in a relationship. I'm going to be the really great worker who's going to earn that position and that raise and maybe become the boss someday. I'm going to be that fit, healthy person, because you're not sitting there manifesting it. Oh, I see it, I feel it. No, you're going to feel it when you're lifting weights and running out there or biking and starting with a jog or starting with a walk. That's when you feel it, because you are in a physical world. You have to put that cause in for the effect. So you want an effect? What does it take to do that? Don't be afraid to do that. So you must be clear. You must be clear on what it is you want, because if you want to be fit and you are not willing to get out there and at least start walking and lift a few weights. Oops, I have the feeling somebody is on their way here. Okay, good. I have my friends coming over to work with me today. We're going to visit, but we're going to be on our computers working. So, you know, we're on the path, right? We're combining our forces, our energy together. So if you're not willing to do that and you're not passionate enough about that and you're more passionate about eating food and sitting on your tail, and that's okay. But don't want something over here that you're not willing to be or do be the person or do the things required to get there, because that is how you evolve and become that person. You learn what it takes to run every day, to lift weights, to be sore, and it starts to feel good because you're evolving. That body's changing into somebody new. Why would you be afraid of that? Right? Breakthrough Fear, my course. Inspiration with Landria is a code that is working right now. At some point it won't. That gives you $100 off my course. Huge discount. All right, 6 weeks. If you're really pulling back, we're going to dig deep into that. So you can click and go in there, or you can go on to landria.com and purchase the course and put in Inspiration with Landria, and it'll take $100 off. Invest in yourself. So the next thing you want to do is get that journal out and ask yourself, what do you really desire? What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to be? And so I write I am, and I say what those things are, which reminds me that every day, if I say that I'm these things, I must behave and take the actions as that person. So if I want to be fit, if I desire to have a fit body, then I am reminded that a fit person will exercise. A fit person, a healthy person, will eat the right things. And so I remind myself of who I have to be every day to achieve that goal. So if I'm not willing to do that, then that's not a reasonable goal. That's just pie in the sky. But I, as the person, am not really ready to be that goal. So if you're not ready to be that goal, change the goal. You know, say I'm gonna be striving toward health or whatever. I'm gonna give up junk food, right? Whatever it is. So what happened recently for me is I thought, you know, it's time for me to look into my journal, because what happens is I keep achieving all my goals and I realize, wow, I've done. And so then I get to choose new goals. So I wrote new goals down and said I am, because I thought, you know, where do I want to take it now? What do I want to do? What can I do? Because there's always more that you can do. And so I wrote down certain things, and within 24 hours, things absolutely started to go crazy. Well, what happened is when I wrote those things down, there were certain actions I had to take to change my circumstances to up my game. So I was led, because I'm working with the universe, the quantum field, in a higher level without obstructions and doubts and all this stuff. I go in and I ask for help and acceleration. So I'm led to do certain things. I like, okay, I have to shoot a certain video, or I have to write something, or I have to create content. And so I do that. I take that action. And then what happens is there is an effect. There's that cause. I'm led. I write down my goals. I'm clear on it. I'm letting the universe. I'm clear on it. I don't have obstructions between me and what I desire. And so then I take the action. It's just very simple. You know, if I want to achieve certain goals, I write it down. And I say to myself, okay, what actions can I take to achieve that? I take the actions. It happens. It's really very simple. But what's happening with most people out there, really most people, is between here and there, there's all this, no, you can't, and you're stuck in where you think, or what you think you are, and that you see that goal as something outside of you for whatever reason. It's, you know, it really is cray-cray kind of thinking once you realize what you really are. And I think the biggest issue with us is we really don't comprehend what we are. We've been told we aren't powerful, right? So that's why I wrote Breakthrough Fear. You are amazingly powerful. And when you tap into it, once you start to see the results, and a lot of you have written amazing comments, once you start to see what happens, you realize it's not a coincidence, and that you are actually creating that reaction. And so it's pretty mind-blowing. It's like, whoa, okay, I actually did that. And then it's exciting. So you're so excited, you're not thinking about your limitations, or I can't do this, or how am I going to get this done. You open yourself up and ideas come and you're acting on them. You're taking that action, which is fun. Why are so many people afraid to take the action? They're fearful of it. It is empowering. When you start to take the action, you go, wow, I can really do this. I really can lose the weight. I really can go buy different things and bring it into my house and not allow the junk food to come in here. I really can go out and walk an hour every day and then eventually run, and then I can pick up a few weights a day and start to, and then I can go ahead and take a class and go there several times a week, and it starts to feel good. And pretty soon you're evolving into that new person. And it's healthy for you. You start to feel good about yourself. Physically, it's clearing out all the junk, right? You know, when we got toxins and all these things in our body. And then, on top of everything, you all attract different people, right? You're resonating on their frequency, so you're in that space where those other people are that are confident, feeling good and healthy and doing those things. And if somebody else comes in the room that you don't resonate with, there's no connection, right? You're not hanging out with them going, hey, can I have your number? Come on over to my house. You're going to this other person and say, come on over, let's go for a walk, or let's go for a run together. Or you join the group where every Saturday morning everybody has coffee, they go running, they come in and have coffee, you're meeting those people. You're now connecting with that frequency. This is how it works. But that's the action, which is what's so much fun about being here is taking all this action. There's so much to do. It's amazing. It's mind-blowing, right? Where's the fear in that? So get that journal and be very clear and write it, because when you look at it, you're going to feel, you're going to get an energy. It's like, this is not feeling right. I have a block to this. So let's pick a goal where I'm not feeling like there's a block. It's doable. I think, yes, I think I can lose 5 pounds this month instead of, every week. Let's lose 5 pounds this month. And then you pick up your journal like I do and you go, wow, okay, I achieved that goal. Let's, whatever it is. For me, it's usually my business, which is what I'm contributing to the world. Somebody said, money, money, money. Why is it all about money? I said, what are you talking about? My videos are about changing our lives, and they're free. So we're always speaking what we're thinking about ourselves and our reality. What are you speaking? Is it negative? That's how you're seeing the world. Those are your beliefs and thoughts. It's not what's going on out there. It's how you're seeing the world. And when you're clear and you choose something that's a higher frequency and it's good for others, it's giving and loving and compassion, and you want to be that person, write it down and start to be that person and read it every day and say it out loud. I am abundant, I'm whole, I'm beautiful, I have no limits. I'm confident. I am guided by my angels. I am protected. Call them in. There's stuff out there. So somebody said that he was sleeping, and his daughter actually woke up during this. He's going into that spiritual realm where you're opening yourself up, right? Well, when I walk in a room at a party, there could be some people in there that aren't the kind of people I would prefer to hang out with, that may be on a lower frequency, right? So you just don't talk to them, but they're in the room because you walked in the room. So when you're on that spiritual frequency, you're opening yourself up to the room. And so he experienced the dark entities, as I've had many videos. You guys can do a keyword on my channel, and it'll bring up the videos. Dark entities, spirits, whatever, negative entities. And so he saw one of my videos and realized, because his daughter even woke up and said there was something negative in the room. She felt it. She felt the negativity. They have no power over you. Nothing does. So this is power. Put things in your book. I am protected. Nothing can harm me. Nothing's allowed in my space. I bless you, but bye. Go hang out with your kind. Not allowed here. But they, you open the door and they went, whoa, okay. So good, open the door. Open the door, because there are amazing things there, because what little you're going to encounter in that space. First of all, you're going to go to a higher frequency, so you're going to experience that less and less. But whatever you experience, the good stuff you're going to experience that's, you know, taking you to positive, that positive frequency, that higher frequency, so worth it. But you'll get more and more confident and powerful. You'll realize, I wield unlimited power. There's nobody above or below you that holds more power or less. So guess what? If you decide that this entity is not going to be in your space, it won't be. Don't open yourself up to it. So this is absolutely power. This is energy. Put it in there. I am powerful. I'm protected. I'm a positive force on this planet. I say that every day. I am a powerful force on this planet. Nothing can stop me. Nothing. Even loss of a physical body cannot stop you. That's how powerful you are. So don't think for a minute anybody can do anything to you. They can't. Don't have any fears about that. Pull in your book and, you know, pull in your protectors, put your stuff in there, ask for the help, ask for acceleration, put those goals in, but be sure that you feel good about what you write in here, because if you ask for acceleration and you're connecting negative thoughts to that, that's what's going to accelerate. The universe does not judge. It's just picking up on your energy. That's it. This is what you're putting out there. This is what you're asking for. This is your message, right? This is your order you're placing. So write it, see what happens. I love to hear the stories, because you guys are opening up so much and breaking down the barriers of fear, that now you're going into this space where you write it, you get excited, and you start to take the action, and then opportunities come, and you go, and you're taking the action when they show up, and you say, okay, how do I get there? And then you have fun getting there and say, okay, I have to write the book. I have to do all these things. It's amazing. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.